Okay, here's the muffler. Be attempting to put this in today. The only thing I'm not too sure is how this bracket in the back, right here, is going to line up. So I've been told that some of them don't line up too well, so you have to either take a little bit off right here to make them fit, because they seem to be not bent or welded far back enough. So not too sure. We'll find out here once I try to put it in. Well, here it is with the muffler on. It's not bolted on yet, it's just sitting there. Obviously you can tell I haven't put the skid plate up and I haven't put the foot pegs, but just wanted to see what it's going to look like. Looks pretty good. I mean, the finishing is like whatever. I mean, it's okay. So, but it's 100 times better than what I had. So yeah, pretty good. Once I get this mounted up, give it a try. Hopefully there's no exhaust leak in the front, and we will be good to go. We'll just have to put the foot pegs and skid plate and probably adjust the carburetor. When I had it out a little bit there, it was almost like starving on fuel as soon as you give it some gas, like when you went through the gears. So I think I'd get the float set too high, I guess. Yeah, no, or too low, too low. That means it's closing too soon. So I'll have to adjust that. No biggie. Got the muffler on, as you can tell. At first I had it, the back bracket here, on the outside of this long bolt. So basically here. So this bracket was way out here. I found the muffler was coming out way too much. So I decided to take this off. That's the bolt that holds the shock, and put this bracket on the inside and tighten it up. It still fits, lots of clearance right here, and it's more tucked in, and I think it looks better. And also, when I do decide to put buddy pegs right here, at least the passenger will be able to put their feet on it, because with this sticking up that far out, there's just no way you'd be able to sit in the back of this bike without burning your legs on the muffler. And even up front, I found it was coming out pretty good. I mean, enough that it wasn't interfering with the kickstart, but it sure was sticking out. I mean, anyway, so that's what I've done so far. So the only thing next now to do is to tune up the carb, but at the same time, I want to put the original airbox back on. I've got it here. I've got the foam inside. It's got to oil up the foam. From what I can tell, you pretty well have to take that carburetor off anyway to put this on. I don't know how the heck you do it without taking the carb out. So, kind of works out. I want to take the carburetor out. I want to adjust that float again. I don't think I've got it right. I don't think it's got enough gas on higher range. I noticed it was starving a bit of gas on gas. So, I'll take it out. I'll readjust the float and then put this in. And that should be it. It should be ready to go. I think the only adjustments left will be maybe the timing chain might need to be tightened. Not too sure. Or the valves might be a little too tight. They might need adjusting. But I won't know until I ride it for a little bit or let it run. So the shifting is pretty good. It shifts well. But I find it's a little hard to upshift. You know, when you're going back up the shift, like you're going 1, 2, 3, then 3, 2, 1. I find the 3, 2, 1 going up is a little hard, hard on the foot. So I'm not too sure if that's normal or it just needs to warm up a little bit more. Because I did take the clutch apart, and my mistakes, I didn't check the plates on it or to make sure that everything was right. But I mean, it works fine. But I do have pretty thick oil in there. I put diesel oil, 1540 Rotella T. And it does call for, I'm not too sure if you can see it here, it does call for 30 weight. If it's above 15 degrees Celsius or 60 Fahrenheit, or 20 weight if it's being operated in 15 degrees Celsius or below. So anyway, This little guy here will be run lonely in the summertime. Here in British Columbia in the summer, they can get up there pretty warm. So I figured to play on the safe side, I'll use 1540. But I'm wondering if that's affecting the clutch, making it a little harder to shift. Maybe it needs to warm up a little bit longer, because the riding I've been doing so far has just been up and down the cul-de-sac for a few minutes and park it back just to get it to see what needs to be done. So it hasn't had a good run yet, so we'll see about that. So that's it for now.